Property, insurance, insurable interests, property, causes of loss 1.33. Some exclusions, such as those for intentional loss and for failure to perform necessary maintenance, reduce moral and morale hazards. Moral hazard refers to some people's mindset that leads them to exaggerate, fabricate, or cause losses. Morale hazard, or attitudinal hazard, is some people's disposition to be less careful because they are insured than they would be if they did not have insurance. Specialized coverages. Exclusions can eliminate coverage that would duplicate other specialized policies that the insured could obtain. Coverage for earthquake, flood, boiler and machinery exposures, and crime exposures, though important to certain insureds, is not needed by most and is therefore excluded in standard policies and made available through specialized policies. Specific exclusions. The following section lists specific exclusions common to property policies. Ordinance or law. An increase in construction or demolition costs resulting from a local law or ordinance is excluded except as provided by additional coverages or by endorsement. This exclusion can generate significant disagreement during the adjustment process. The term law can be broadly interpreted to include government-issued codes, rules, or regulations. An adjuster must check case law in the lost jurisdiction to understand what the term law means there. From a practical standpoint, this exclusion does not require special enforcement from the governmental body. Simply rebuilding in compliance with the code is sufficient to trigger the provision. An adjuster valuing the loss must complete two estimates to determine what the increased costs are. One estimate would be to rebuild or repair as the building existed before the loss. The other estimate would be to repair or rebuild in compliance with the codes. The increased costs associated with this exclusion can appear in several areas. The cost of debris removal can increase if the debris contains hazardous material requiring special disposal procedures. An increase can occur in the length of time it takes to restore the building to pre-loss condition due to the code requirements. Hiring an engineer or an architect to redesign the building to comply with the regulations might be necessary. These costs would result solely from the regulations and would not be covered. Despite that fact that this is a common exclusion in property policies, the HO3 gives limited coverage for increased costs due to ordinance or law.